And we are back for qualifying. Welcome everyone to the qualifying session for Korea. I am Rahul Patel and I'm joined today by Robert Ionescu.
Well, if you watch practice, there will be no surprise, but welcome. Hello, Rahul. I'm happy to be here. Let's get this qualifying session on the road. It's going to be dry Q1.
Yep, and dry for the whole session. Damn
What have you
it.
done?
Just a minute.
I think I might know why.
Okay, so two things just happened. Um, I didn't have Evan's helmet, and second, I had put the weather into custom 0%.
Oh,
Okay, I mean one of them I knew, but the other one I wasn't expecting that. Oh, okay.
Because GP4, the mod puts the weather setting to custom 0%. Sometimes when I close it, I have no idea
Yeah.
why.
When
I'm going to be honest. I'm actually off today. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing today.
the off day
same.
of Yuri.
Now where the hell did I put the helmet? I think it's here. Oh, it's on PNC. God damn it. Evan, it's a PNC.
Make sure it's not upside down.
Now I need to. This is. You are seeing my struggles live on TV.
TV is primitive at the level of
Wait, I think I can.
watchers.
Wait, I think I can convert PNC to text. It's going to be really shiny though. Mirror. Is it now? No, that's not. That isn't even the right file.
TGA, you mean?
No, to text.
That's what Joe said, but okay.
Text is what makes it work in GP4. Flip.
Fish.
And the slim text has crashed out. And oh, it's still the wrong way around. What? Okay, try number 3. Okay, have we done it? And slim text has crashed again. We have done it. We have put on a helmet.
Yes, we have done it.
This is a win for us.
This is
Yeah,
a win.
absolute win.
Now I can even open GP4 when I just know what window to click.
Windows XP.
XP. Okay, come on. Just load the tracks already.
Lube.
GP4, it's my day off, not your day off. Even though I was at work, but yeah.
Can everybody hear us or?
Yeah, they can hear us.
Okay.
Wait, but when you... Wait, I hope... When you go to the preview page, do you... To the gray area. I drag it into the box. What? Now I need... Now I'm too intrigued by this. Wait. I'm gonna pick the helmet again.
Yeah.
Okay, so... No fucking way. How
You
did
just
I
have to
not
follow
know
first
about
again.
this?
Damn it. Just ignore it.
Well, to kill time, I could talk to you about my U4 game if you want.
No, I'm opening
No.
GP4 now.
Okay, great. Then we don't have much time to kill.
So yeah, I'm giving you that screen share and you can now do the commentary now.
Yep, we're back again with for qualifying once again. Take
Took
2.
long enough, but we're back and we got a 10% chance of rain.
Smallest possible chance ever. Well, they
I
got
guess
the now,
5%
but
actually.
yeah. Yeah.
In any case, it's time to get cracking, shall we?
Yep, indeed.
You know, I love being here in the second best Korea. Yes, it is the second best Korea, right behind a United Imperial Korea, of course. Nah, just kidding. In any case, we're on board with Wilson. Will we be on board with somebody else?
We will see who will get on track first. That's
Predictions for
what
Q1,
matters.
by the way. Joe is asking. Well, I'm going to give my prediction first. Wilson and Martinez will be eliminated, so that's both Manners. Zontag and Griffiths will also be eliminated, so that's both Williamses. One of the Hasses will be eliminated, alongside one Alfa Romeo. That's my prediction. Speaking of Alfa Romeo, here we have Andre Federi going out on track.
Yep, need Federi the first one out on track to see everyone else who will come out on track for the first run. Following him was Gabriel Gomez and Franco Gamba.
Yes, indeed. Federi's already got his seat covered for next season, so he doesn't have much to worry about. He's just racing for the fun of it, I guess.
Yep, indeed. He so far having a strong season, to be fair, even with
Yeah,
an
indeed.
uncompetitive Alfa Romeo. So yeah, pretty much pushing this Alfa Romeo, and he's had some miracles, but it's part of the OC.
Yeah, we already got some predictions out on track. With not on track, sorry. Some predictions out in the chat. I was going to say, with Joe and Chris having the exact same prediction.
Yep, from Chadnock said both House, both Manor, and both Alphas. Hmm, interesting. But
Can
yeah,
you say your
we'll
prediction
see.
again?
Repeat that again.
Can you say your prediction again?
I'm gonna say both Manors, both Haas, a Williams, and an Alpha.
Alright. Well, it's time for us to get cracking with Federi's first lap of the session, first lap of all. Here we go, Andre Federi beginning his lap. It's a short run down to turn 1. Get it hard on the brakes and early on the throttle because it's a very long flat out section. Through the flat out kink of 2, launching it out to the front straight. Careful, you don't get impeded there in the race. It could get ugly. Now then, hitting up towards 200 miles an hour. Federi, hard on the brakes for turn 3. Yeah, early on the throttle there, nicely clipping the apex and hitting that curb. It didn't unsettle the car too much, so you can take liberties there. Just be careful. As now, after a long straight, it's turn 4. Pretty much feels never ending, the left hander, as you now go for a right of 5. Careful on the throttle there, you don't want to lose the back end. As you go into 6, early on the throttle and do not go on the curb. You can launch onto the grass and really ruin your run as you go through the fast right and then the left. Rapid change of direction. Carry that speed going. You're gonna have to downshift maybe a little bit as you go through these next couple of corners. Through the right and then in towards the next section. Up comes the left-hander, which is pretty fast. 7th gear before going down to 3rd. For another left-hander. Now up next to 90-degree right. Get up some speed, go up the gears now to 5th and 6th. Go flat out in the left. And now a right-hander. You're gonna have to slow down a little bit, go down to 5th again. And then go down to 2nd for a slow left-hander. Get early on the throttle though, because you'll be flat out to the checkered flag now. Just keep going flat through the last corner, and that is the lap of Youngam. I see Andre Federi is going to end up with it. Well, first obviously by 134.2, which gets beaten by Gamba immediately. Gomez goes only 3rd, a long way down on his teammate. Willows goes in 2nd as Chatfield went 3rd. We have Laura Chung. Where is she going to go? She goes in 3rd place.
Soon Gomez go overtaken by Franco Gamba and Fraser on 7th, holding up Evan Byrne.
Mocho
who
goes
is
fastest.
second. Yep, by 2 tenths. Good luck from him. De Rosa goes up into second.
Roberto
Oh,
Gamba's
Roberto
gone up the
Gamba's.
track meanwhile.
Yeah,
Fast
yeah, he's made a
left-hander.
mistake.
Just understeered off it.
Yeah, lost him a lot of time.
Indeed.
Carl goes to the top by over a second.
142.1. Massive lap there already, showing no signs of holding back. That's where David Kipok is going to go. He goes 11th because Nicholas just went 6th. But Martinez predictably goes into. No, actually, not predictably. He went into P12
Yeah.
quite a lap, but Wilson went
goes
7th.
up to 7th.
Amazing
Yep.
lap. She's got in front of Willows, so that's the one time I'm surprised to see a Data name starting with Will further in front, as Rock has gone 3rd. Yelloway's gone 10th, but that was an amazing lap from Mailer Wilson.
Yeah, but we will see. I mean, Mercedes definitely turned it up because Carl's over a second ahead of the rest of the field except for Lopez, who is 2 tenths behind, and Lopez is way clear of everyone else as well.
Indeed, quite nice.
You never know
if you're
what
a
could happen.
Mercedes fan, it is quite nice to see a Mercedes 124. If you're not a Mercedes fan, it is quite painful. In any case, everybody has completed their first run, and Andre Federi will now come into the pits.
Yep, at the moment in
I must say, and this track in particular, not just in real life, but also here as well, the pit exit has generated quite a controversy throughout the years. P-entry, not so much. P-entry was nice and fast, as now Federi comes in. I guess
Yep.
if Baku has the most controversial pit entry, uh, heading straight into the pits on a 430 kph straight, Korea has the most controversial pit exit. What do you think, Ra?
Yeah, indeed, but we'll see. I don't think it's been like this before, but yeah, we'll see what happens in the race. But at the moment, in the bottom six, we have Sonta, Griffiths, Kirby, Fraser, Gomez, and Roberto Gamba.
Looks like all people who predicted both manners out, which is all people, might be a little bit surprised, including myself, for that one.
Yeah, but I don't think the gaps are representative, but then again, you never know.
Indeed so. Martinez currently in P15, being outpaced by his teammate by 6 tenths of a second, but even more importantly, both manners are currently through the Q2 as things stand. Obviously, people will get faster, so it's not set in stone yet. But right now, Manor are in good shape. Whether they can hold on to it, the linear session will have to wait and see.
The Red Bull coming out on track, I assume that is Franco Gamba. Yes, it is. It is Franco Gamba who's going to be the first one to come out on track for his second run.
No worries at all about him. He'll be in Q2 comfortably. But let's see if he can find some more pace than just this. I'm sure he won't be happy if he starts P6 tomorrow.
But it's Q1, you never know what can happen within Q2 and
Yeah,
Q3.
either way, Mercedes look to have a massive advantage on their hands right now. Of course, Gamba did encounter some traffic on his flying lap in the name of Gabriel Gomez, whom he overtook. But in any case, he can get it clean this time around. He should be able to go faster.
Yeah, indeed. You could get some traffic when he starts his lap, so you never know what can happen.
Yes,
We have more drivers coming out on track. Mochin out on track with Chung Chatford and Federi. Byrne is also on track with Gomez and Roberto Gamba. Same with Carr and Gao. More drivers also coming out on track with them.
indeed. So far, Zontag and Griffiths are staying in the pits. I was going to mention Kirby as well, but he's just gone out.
Yep, indeed.
Galloway looks like he's staying in right now. I wouldn't say it's perfectly secure, but he's in P10. It's decent for now, as Franco Gamba will begin his lap, which you'll have the honor of commentating.
Yep. Gamba starts his lap now. Through turn one, he's ahead of the Mercedes of Franco Lopez, just about. Now into turn two. Very
Long
nice
way
on
ahead.
flat, of course. Yeah, long way ahead, as you can see. Could benefit the Mercedes somewhat, but we will see. Let's see. Going down into turn three. Nice and easy. Need to get good acceleration. Now into turn 4, 5, and 6. Hopefully he doesn't make a mistake at turn 5, like we've seen in practice
He's
for
dealt
some
with a nice
drivers. Now
mistake.
turn 6. Good so far for him, but we'll see what he does in the first sector. First sector, he's up by 2 tenths in the first sector on his personal best, but he's 4 tenths down on Armor Car. We'll see
And
what
you
he
know
can do
the
in the middle
this is up.
sector.
First sector is the engine dependent one, the power dependent one, so it's not a surprise that Gamba with his Honda power unit was down on Mercedes. But in any case, it's not a bad first sector.
Yeah, and we get to the middle sector. He's 3 tenths up. He gained a little bit of time in the middle sector, but he's six
Should
tenths
be able to get
down on
himself up
car in
to
the middle
third because we
sector.
saw drops of rain there for just a second there. Maybe a visual bug
Yeah,
or something.
well, there is a protected chance of rain, so it won't be a bug knowing that, but
Yeah,
then again,
5%.
we'll see. Ferragamo across the line, he goes up to third. He's now less than a second off Armor Car.
Here we have Chris Chanfield about to finish his lap. Currently in P12, so he is safe for now. But that can obviously change. Let's see if Chanfield can improve on his lap or if he's gonna have to go again later. He
He
does
improves a
improve,
little
going
bit.
up to 9th
Yeah,
as Federi goes 7th. We have Roland Mochin up next. He's currently P5.
wait,
No real threat for
I've
him.
Stop. Yeah, Roberto Gamba's hit the wall. I thought I saw Ferrari going into the wall, and I
Well,
was
he's
right.
crashed it. He was down in
He's
last.
made another mistake.
He was
He's
up by
made another
2.5
mistake.
seconds on his lap, but he's made a major error here.
That's another mistake for Roberto Gamba. This could cost him a chance to get into Q2
He
in a really
has,
shocking way for Ferrari as well.
indeed,
I mean,
he
we're not
has
really
given that
expecting
T
Ferrari.
car and get a clean lap in pronto, because right now it's not looking good for Roberto Gamba. 2 mistakes in 2 laps, and he won't be seeing the end of this second lap.
Yeah, Gomez
Have a
up to
burn.
13th. Everberg goes up to
Goes up
6th.
to 6th.
Laura Chung, she's actually not improving in the middle sector, but can she improve in the final sector? And the answer is no. Gal
Gal
goes
goes
up to
8th.
8th. Carl doesn't improve. Joseph Willis down in 12th. He can improve. Goes up to 5th.
We have
Q-Puck going
Q-Puck
up
followed
the other
up Rosa.
McLaren. Yep.
Both of them have
Q-Puck in
improved, but Q-Puck
16th.
only in 16th. He was a
He's
P7, as Daniel Fraser is next across the line. He goes 20th only. Roca can improve. What about Dudu Kirby? He goes 15th. He gets himself to safety. Relegates David Q-Puck for now, as Rosita Martinez can't get back into safety. Wilson stays in 11th. I don't think she'll
Surface
ever
is
be able to beat
improving.
that lap.
Can he get through? He's up to 11th, so Chug's in the elimination zone as well.
My goodness, both Griffiths and Wilson having an amazing performance as Jake Galloway goes third.
Yep. Good luck from him. Amazing. He's really close. He's got near to the Mercs, surprisingly.
Only one who could do that so far this session is Lopez can improve, misses out by 3/10, or a little bit more, I guess, on his personal best.
But yeah, that's the second run's done with Carl topping the
Gamba's already
session.
back out on
But
track.
yeah,
Or
Roberto
on
Gamba
his
on
way
track.
out, back on track.
On his way, yeah.
He's gone back to the pit lane, back to his garage really rapidly, and they got the T car ready. So Roberto Gamba will be going out, hoping he doesn't encounter any traffic and just get a clean lap on the board. It should get him through to the next session safely, but we'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, in the elimination zone, we have Laura Chug, David Q-Puck, Rosetta Martinez, Felix Sontag, Daniel Fraser, and Roberto Gamba. Yeah, both Ferraris in the elimination zone with an AlphaTauri as well.
Yeah, indeed. Quite an absolute surprise. But Roberto Gamba was 2.6 seconds up on his personal best when right before he crashed. So he can definitely replicate that and get himself to safety. To get to safety, he would need to go up by around about 2.4 seconds. And if he
It's
can
possible
do
for him
2.6 in 2
knowing.
sectors, he can definitely go into the safe zone.
It's possible for him knowing that he did make a mistake on the lap he made.
What are the odds of making 3 mistakes on 3 laps, though? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and assume he can make it through. Let's hope, of course, the weather doesn't complicate things for him any further.
Yeah. Unpredictability can happen, but yeah, so far he's the only one out on track at the moment. I think there's someone else coming out on track.
I think Roberto Gamba needs to be careful to avoid traffic. He might have gone out a little early, but not a little early. Yeah, it's a little
it's too early,
late,
but then again,
a little too
you
early.
can't blame him for this.
Yeah, indeed. He got out as fast as he could. As here he begins his lap, I don't think he's gonna have any traffic this time around. So it's all up to him, to get himself out of this drop zone. It's his one and only shot.
Yep, indeed.
Federi is also on
take
track
his
as
chance.
Zontag desperate to get himself to safety and join his teammate Jamie Griffiths in Q2.
Yeah, indeed.
Any mention of the quali battles, by the way, or if someone could post it in the chat, that would be very much appreciated. But let's see what Roberto Gamba can do as he approaches turn 4. And towards 5 and 6, get it clean.
So far, clean for now. Good enough for him.
Indeed. First sector split coming right up, and that Roberto Gamba can gain. Only 3/10. But the second sector is where he lost the most time, of course. So let's see what he can recover here.
Yep, indeed.
He was only 3/10 down on Ka in the first sector, so it's definitely not a bad S1. Let's see if he can carry that momentum through S2 and keep it clean in the third sector. He's kept it clean so far, 3.2 seconds up. That is quite massive. Roberto Gamba could very well find himself in the top 4, let alone in the into safety. But let's see him finish this lap. Flat out he goes, even with this little bit of rain, it's not going to deter him. Roberto Gamba, has he done enough for safety? I believe he has, but let's see where he's ending up. Fourth place,
Four.
just like I said.
Yep.
Massive up there. He's improved by 3.5 seconds, or over 3.5 seconds.
Yep, indeed. You should be safe into Q2.
But if Laura Chung can be safe or not, that is another matter. Meanwhile, Griffiths and Wilson haven't gone back out. They'll be hoping they'll have to get into
Sontag, he's made a
safety. Sontag
mistake.
has messed up.
And
Into turn
I
5, he's
think
gone
that could be
wide.
his session over. I think
That's
he could be
curtains.
out.
No
Yep.
way he can improve after this.
No way out for Sontag. He's going to be out in Q1. Big
Indeed,
mistake by
Griffiths and
him.
Wilson are going to have to hope what they've done so far is enough, because I don't think either of them will go out again. Martinez has gone out again, Wilson's teammate, of course, and Griffiths' teammate has just made that mistake, so Zonta won't be making it through. We can pretty much confirm he'll be the first one confirmed to go out.
Yeah.
He's made a little error again. 3 seconds down on his personal best, he's just struggling massively for a grip. He'll be hoping not to impede the Hasses too much.
Yeah, indeed. For there, he's not improving, and he's making a slight mistake as well.
Gamba is improving yet again, but he's gonna have to come in, of course. Wilson has gone out on track to try to keep herself in a safe position to go through Q2. Griffiths has not gone out, and he doesn't have enough time anymore. So it's a gamble he's willing to take. Let's see if he can remain in the safe zone. As Andre Federi will be his lap, currently in P12, stays in P12. Improvement there. So you have another member of the Gamba Mafia, perhaps the big boss of it, Franco Gamba, currently up by 700 of a second through the middle sector. If it stays as is, he won't be gaining a position, but at least he'll be improving on this lap. Obviously, he just wants to gauge his potential up against the Mercs and the other cars, of course, to see how close he can get to the front. But here goes Franco Gamba finishing his lap and finishing his Q1 with an improvement. Yes, stays in eighth, not in eighth, in fifth fastest. Sorry, yeah, so eighth stands down. So that's why I said eighth, but he went up, but stayed in
But
fifth.
doesn't improve. Chung improves to go to 13th.
She's gone up to safety, so both Ferraris are through Q2. We have him Burn up next from P10, goes up to 5th. Renault are looking very competitive here as Gal can't improve. Wilson will get her lap started, but Armaka might impede it as he's making an overtake. De Rosa goes up to 7th. We have Jake Galloway staying in 3rd. Chris Chatfield, meanwhile, he goes up to 8th place. Very impressive lap. And here we have David Kupok trying to get himself to safety and knock Wilson out.
And he's out! Kupok is out!
Kupok. That's a shocker. That's a big, big shocker. As here we have George Roque. What is he going to do? He can't improve. Neither can Gomez. Gomez is out.
Yeah, Rogue's made a mistake.
And Gomez was being overtaken by Lopez, I think.
And Gomez also made a mistake as well.
Yeah, trying to stay close to Roque. He's just gone wide at turn 5. And then compromised Lopez's lap.
Yeah, really compromised Lopez's lap.
Remember, it's those two guys who had that crash in practice, so... Oh my goodness. They've had an encounter again on track. It's not bad for Lopez because obviously he's through, but for Gomez, his session is over. He'll be starting... well, he won't be starting in Q2, that's for sure. He'll be starting quite low up the grid. And look at this wheelie for George Roque. Vitaly Petrov, Malaysia 2011, anyone? My goodness. Roque doing some big jumps here.
Yeah, Willows didn't improve. Kirby, doesn't look like he's improving, so he's gonna be out. Fraser
improves to 19th. Martinez is the only one who can knock Wilson out. Let's see if he can be his teammate. He can't. Wilson makes it through.
Yep, same with Griffiths as well. And
looks like their gamble was worth it. That's the end of the session. Is Armaka fastest in Q1? Let's see if we can keep that momentum going. But at this session is going to be Gabriel Gomez, Dudu Kurbi, Daniel Fraser, David Kupok, Jose Martinez, and Felix Zontag. So there is one Alfa Romeo, both Hasses, one Alpha Tauri, one Williams, and one Manor. Safe to say nobody got their predictions right because Wilson made it through, of course. She beats Gomez by just about 1/10. But yeah, is that the first time a Manor made it to Q2 this season or not? Correct me if I'm wrong. But in any case, unlucky for Gabriel Gomez, he's going to need a very good showing tomorrow in the race if he wants to get some points. But that is it for Q1. We'll see you in just a minute for Q2.
because Wilson was on a lap for some reason. Yuri's jumped the gun. I mean, Wilson is safe. I'm correct. We are correct. Wilson's safe. Uh, we don't know where she could have set her lap. Is she improving or
Oh,
not? We'll see.
well, Joe did post the quality battle in the chat for us. So Lopez in the Mercedes column, Lopez guide 6 for Lopez, Gamba 10-4 against Gal, uh, Mochin 9-5 against Roke, 9-5 also for Burn against Galloway. They're also 10-4 against Willows. Chatfield being beat by Qpok 8-6. Roberto Gamba 9-5 in front of Chung. Federi in front of Federi 9-5 against Gomez. Obviously, that's turning into 10-5. Griffiths, it was 6 against 8. Advantage Zontag, but now it's going to be 8 against 7, of course, for Zontag. Martinez 7-7 Wilson. Now it's going to be 8-7 for Wilson, of course. And Corby and Fraser, it was 6-8 before this, and obviously now it'll be 7-8.
Yep, indeed, as well, since she ain't gonna improve her lap time, so she will stay in
Her mega lap
60th.
was
And
just about enough to make it through a Q2. But that's the end of this session. Once again, we're gonna go through who was eliminated or not because we've already gone through it. But yeah, that was one hell of a Q1, I'm going to say.
yeah, indeed, and really pretty much the biggest shock of all was David Kupok out in Q1, and he starts P20.
Indeed, the Ferraris had us scared for a little bit there that they could both be eliminated. Thankfully for them, both of them made it through. My goodness, that was one hell of a session. And for the first time that I've known this season, Manor have made it with one car through Q2. Obviously, I know it might not be the first time this season. I'll need to get confirmation on that one. But Williams also doing quite well. Jamie Griffiths also through.
Also, now also speaking of qualified battles, there also could if there also out qualifies Willows, he can win the qualified battle. Same for Franco Gamba on Miklos Gal. So that
Well, you heard it here
we will
first.
see.
Either way,
We
the
will
battle
see.
between De Rosa and Willows won't matter much anymore because Willows has just been announced to stay at McLaren. So the qualifying battle between the McLaren teammates won't matter for a C anymore, it's just for Pride.
There was Pride, but Pride is on the Willows' side because at the moment he's actually doing well with the qualifying streak on out qualifying his teammates in previous races. So yeah,
Indeed.
if he can keep it going, he can keep it alive. But you never know what can happen.
Yes, absolutely. Well said, Ra. But in any case, we're gonna get going with Q2 very shortly, and let us know your predictions for the Q2 session. I'm going to start. My prediction for Q2 is to be eliminated 6 people, of course. That'll be the Manor of Wilson, the Williams of Griffiths. Now we got the usual suspects out of the way. One Renault, uh, both Ferraris, and the Alfa
Isn't
Romeo
enough.
Ferrari. That is my prediction.
Yeah, I was about to say there is an Alpha Male. You literally forgot the usual suspects. Of course, the Alpha Male was one of them, but yeah, I would say Wilson, Griffiths, and Federi, and then I'd say the other three would be. I'm gonna say both Renaults, knowing that previous rounds that both Renaults haven't made it to Q3, but you never know what can happen. Maybe one of them can, but yeah, I would say a Ferrari.
Well, alrighty then. I'm typing my prediction once again in the chat just so I don't forget it. We got some predictions already. So Jonathan said Wilson, Griffiths, Federi, usual suspects, I guess. Now Federi, a Renault, and the Ferrari. Joe just said Wilson, Griffiths, Federi, a Ferrari, Chatfield. That's oddly specific, and the Renault. Wait,
Yep, and
what do you mean of what do I mean of oddly specific? Of course, it's not specific. Chatfield's the only AlphaTauri left. So yeah, that makes sense. Well, in any case, uh,
yeah,
Min said he
yeah,
can't expect anything. But one thing we'll definitely not be expecting is rain because now we got a 0% chance for Q2 and Q3. So it's going to be bone dry all the way to the end of qualifying. It's time to get Q2 on the
Yep.
road.
Yep, indeed. So, of
Here
course,
in not Singapore, it's time for Q2.
and definitely not in the night. So, yeah.
Funkchart just corrected his prediction to Chatfield. Well, let's see what's going to happen.
Yep. As we will be the first one to get on track for Q2.
Only 15 minutes this time. It'll be the same for Q3. You know
And
that
that
though. It
is a
looks like
McLaren,
McLaren is at
Joseph
first. The only
Willows.
confirm me of the day. Joseph Willows. Happy to be retained at the seat, of course, but in more personal matters, he could lose the quali battle today. And, well, he could lose at any time if he gets out qualified by the Russell once, of course. He'll be hoping he can keep that qualifying battle alive as long as he can. Now let's see what Joseph Willows is going to do in this qualifying session. Some other people are out on track, of course. Wilson and and Chatfield and the Gambas are out on track as well.
Yep, Motchin's also just got on track with Roke as well. Griffith's now on track with
We don't have
Lopez.
so much of an audience, I'm afraid, for this qualifying stream. I'm sure for the race, which will obviously not be commentated live, it'll be a much bigger audience. But in any case, Willows, let's see what he's going to do.
Yep,
Obviously,
indeed.
usually when an F1 driver signs a contract extension with his or her team, it's good news and brings a boost in morale. Let's see if Willows has gotten that boost in morale, and if he has, if he can use it to get some good results under his belt.
Yep, indeed. So far. Of course, yep. Of course, the Alfa Romeo qualifying battle is obviously updated by Joe himself. Same with Haas and AlphaTauri, and it should be updated for Manor as well,
In any case, Willows
and
begins his
Williams
lap.
as well.
Here we go. Everyone is out on track, so there'll be no traffic on this one. Into turn 1, hard on the brakes and going down to second gear. Up the gears rapidly, flat out through turn 2 of course, no surprises there. Unless you have traffic, it's easy flat. And if you have traffic, I pray for your soul that you make it unscathed. Into turn 3 now, hitting 323 kilometers an hour. Dipping a little bit into the curb there, clearly trying to open up his line onto the straight and get the best traction he can for this short straight. And towards turn 4 he goes. Willows quite early on the brakes, hitting the apex nicely, taking a nice bit of curb. Is now switching directions rapidly for the right-hander. Once again for the left of, this is 7, isn't it? Oh, no, it's 6. Anyway, here goes Willows up the hill and now down the hill, dipping for the fast right-hander of, I don't even know the corner name anymore, but 47.2 for Willows in the first sector. We'll keep an eye on the other sector times. Willows right now looking quick. Into 4th gear now, 5th, 6th, 7th. And towards this left-hander. Can he keep it in 7th? No, well, for first part, yes, but he had to go third down later, obviously. As now, Willows carrying the, not going into, carrying speed and going 4th gear nicely. 6th gear in this one. On a 9.8 for him. As look at the other sector splits, the two Gambas appear to be evenly matched, and Lopez is going particularly quick on this lap, so that'll be interesting. Meanwhile, Willows is the fastest sector 2 time, has fast sector 2 time we've seen so far, as he goes fastest, of course, out of just himself with 132.8. Wilson will be next across the line. We expect her to be around about 2 seconds slower than Willows or something like that. Let's see. 2.6, as she was impeding Franco Gamba.
Roberto Gamba goes second.
Chatfield
up third.
Everyone watching, he goes top by 2/10 of a second. What about Roke? Can he beat his teammate? No, he cannot. Jamie Griffith's up next. He and Wilson are the usual suspects for this session, I guess. They know they're going to get
in 5th.
But
Griffith's
beating Lopez there. Chunk is going to be the 4th place as Andre Federi, another one of the usual suspects. He has a chance to make it though. Q3 has gone 9th, not 10th, because Cost gone quick to Volvo, 141.9. Rosa P8, Gal 2nd. We have Jake Galloway. His lap is not particularly great. He's gone P6. What about his teammate Byrne?
Yeah, let's see what Everberg can do.
And we got that new helmet, which is shining quite a lot. Looks like it's a
Yep,
cloud over that
indeed.
helmet. In any case, he's got
Goes
only
13th.
13th.
Yeah. So far, Car tops the session in Q2. And in the elimination zone, we have Chris Chapwood, Franco Gamba, Evan Byrne, Andre Federi, Jamie Griffiths, and Amelia Wilson.
Well, the front two were not the front two. Sorry, the rear two were definitely not a surprise. But it's good to see at the front, Gal is a lot closer than Mercedes.
Yeah, but Lopez has been compromised. Same with Franco Gamba. You never know where those two can go.
Yeah, indeed.
But yeah, we'll see in the second runs for those two. Hopefully they don't get traffic. And yeah,
That's
they can find the good laps.
indeed.
And only one driver was announced, George, and it was Joseph Williams who was announced to stay at McLaren.
Yeah, indeed. Wilson with a pretty woeful lap, over 2 seconds off safety, but considering she's in a manner, you never expected her to go for Q3. She's done all she needed to do for today, which is beat her teammate and make it to Q2, so I don't think she'll mind starting in 16th on the grid. Griffith, same for him, I don't think he'll mind starting 15th on the grid for tomorrow.
But there's a lot of time left in the session. Anything could happen.
Yeah, indeed. Just about time for 2 runs. Though I suspect some people won't get that a second run I'm mentioning, which would be third in total.
Yeah, indeed. As well as will start he's going to come out first once again for his second run.
Yep, indeed.
And yep, he's currently running in fourth at the moment, fourth quickest. Is he safe to get into Q3? I don't know. We'll see what happens. There is a lot of time to improve, to find, but
Well,
yeah.
he's already 6 tenths clear of P10, so he should be in the safe zone right now. Speaking of right now, that's probably one of Joe's old catchphrases. But in any case, Chatfield, who is right outside the drop zone, P11, is 9 tenths down on Willows. So I think Willows should be safe.
Yeah,
Should
I
be, of
mean,
course. Nothing is guaranteed.
yeah, yeah. Anything can happen, and he can improve as well.
As
So
the late great Murray Walker said, anything can happen, and it usually does.
yeah,
So Willow's on track, just as an insurance policy, I guess, to make sure he makes it through Q3. It's not like he has to push super hard for it, but he's out on track nevertheless, and maybe trying to simulate a Q3 run. Let's see how close he can get to the front. Obviously, that P4 is not fully representative because a Mercedes and a Red Bull got impeded, but here goes Willows starting a lap.
yep. You won't get traffic this time. Everyone's just got on track. Federi the last car to get on track as well as starts his lap.
And everybody is out on track, of course, so here we go, with Willows onto the back straight. Or I'm not sure if this is a front straight or back straight, or side straight, I don't know what you want to call it, but it is the longest straight on this track.
Yep. Goes down to turn 3. Past it already. Now on another straight, going into turn 4, 5, and 6. Going to turn 5. Again, nice and easy. Good enough for him. Not going through turn 6. Good stuff from him. Now let's see what he can do in the first. What he does in the first sector. He is not improving. He's half a second down on in the first sector. But I assume he loses a
First one
lot of
time was
time in the
very
middle and
good in
final
his best,
sector. Yeah.
but yeah, I imagine the same as well.
If he can find time in the middle sector, then that could be good. But and also in the final sector, but we'll see. Going through the middle sector point, he couldn't improve in the middle sector, and he's lost a little bit more time in the middle sector, and I don't think he's going to improve, but we'll see in the
No,
final
definitely not.
sector. He could find time, but it won't be enough, I assume.
Nope, let's see, as well as is about to cross the line. Playing this lap, obviously didn't improve on it.
He
Wilson is up
found a
by a
little
full
bit,
second,
but
but it's
yeah.
only gonna give her one place as things stand.
Yep, indeed. Let's see, she goes around the final two corners, pretty much, and she's gonna cross the line. And where would this lap put her? 14th. Meanwhile,
She's
Rogue
got
coming
two
across the
places up,
line.
so very good for
He doesn't
her.
improve
Indeed.
much in third at the moment. He's not improving.
Coming down, but it's not like he has to improve.
Yeah, he won't improve,
He's
unfortunately, as
improved.
Roberto Gamba goes up to fourth. He improves.
Big
Meanwhile, De
improvement there,
Rosa,
and
he
Drosa
couldn't
is down
improve.
to 10.
Franco
Franco
Gamba
Gamba
improves,
58.
only 8th. Griffiths goes 15th. Gal doesn't improve, got held up by Griffiths. Chug doesn't improve.
Lopez goes
Lopez,
second.
yep, he goes second. Chatfield in 12th at the moment. At the moment, he's not improving, and he doesn't improve. He lost a lot of time there. Byrne, he's on an improvement. He goes up to 7th, pushes Roke down, and he was actually way off personal best as well, Chatfield. And
Indeed.
Card doesn't improve. Galloway, he couldn't
He can
improve
improve
as
either.
well. Yeah,
You have
and
Federi down in 16th at the moment, stays there. And there's not a lot of time left, so that could be Federi's a great position for tomorrow.
yeah, and Roke, he could be out in Q2 as well. And Franco Gamba's on the cusp. And yet both runners is at the moment looking good to get into Q3. So yeah, could be good for Renault at the moment.
Yes, indeed.
Because coming into the pits.
Yep,
Will
and
anyone get a final run? We will see what
if not,
happens.
then it is Rogue, De Rosa, Chatfield, Wilson, Griffiths, and Federi who will be out. Will that stay the same or will things change? There's not a lot of time for things to change.
Yeah, indeed. So far, we have just over 2 minutes to go. Federi back
Seems
into the
Griffiths
pits.
is ready to go out.
Not really, but yeah, less than 2 minutes to
Sorry, he
go.
was just, well, we're 20 seconds away from the cutoff point. Less than that, actually. I'd say about 10 seconds.
And we have a Ferrari going out on track, and that is Roberto Gamba. He's going to be the first one to go out on track. Is this going to be
So
tight
he'll be going,
for
only won't be a lap.
others as well? We'll see. He could be the only one.
He is the only
He
one. There's
is,
not enough time left.
at the moment,
And
yeah,
there's
he
actually
is the only one.
no, there isn't
And,
enough time left. So
well,
that
not
clears
enough
things up.
for Willows, of
George Rook is
course.
eliminated. Gershman DeRosa is eliminated. Chris Chatfield is eliminated. Emily Wilson is eliminated. Jamie Griffiths is eliminated. Andrew Federi is eliminated. Once again, it appears nobody got their predictions right. Franco Gampa just narrowly escaping elimination by half a tenth, but George Rook will not be happy with that.
Yep, same with Kirosama De Rosa as well. He's out in Q2 and once again not qualified by his teammate Joseph Wells, who makes it through to Q3 as well.
Yes, indeed. Meanwhile, I think Wilson will be very happy with that P14 finish. Griffiths, P15, he has qualified both Alfa Romeos. I'm sure he'll be very satisfied with that. So yeah, obviously, Franco Gamba by the skin of his teeth is going to make it through. Both Ferraris, are also in Q3 after the shocker in Q1 where they were close to elimination. Both of them in Q3 is a nice sight for them,
Same
of
with the
course.
Renaults as well.
Roberto Gamba might be the only one to get a lap. Yeah.
Yep, update for qualified battles for Racing Point. There will be more for McLaren as well. I think that is it, and then we'll get to Q3 later
Checkered
on.
flag is
And
down. Roberto Gamba was the only one to get a lap. So we're gonna have to stick with him for this lap, of course. Only 1,000 in front of Joseph Willows, but both of them are through Q3, so it's not like it's a major difference. Franco Gamba, he'll be thankful he made it through. Just 1,000 behind Chug, so both Ferraris keeping someone behind by that narrow margin. But yeah, Gamba just half tenth in front of George Roque. He'll be very happy he made it through.
yep, indeed. But the Gamba coming through turn 5, now through turn 6 he goes. Makes it easier for him. We'll see what he does in the first sector split. He is down by I think 3/10. I think, yeah, down by 3/10 in the first sector on his personal best. 6/10 down, and I think he's made a slight error there, but he keeps on going smoothly for now. I think he's lost him a little bit of time, but not much. He's still down in the middle sector, so it doesn't look like he's gonna improve. Now through the further few corners he goes. Now around the final corner and onto the start first straight, and he crosses the line and he doesn't improve, and that's the session over. Cut off the
Yep, that is it
session.
for Q2 in Korea. And it is George Roque, Kirshma De Rosa, Chris Chatfield, Emily Wilson, Jamie Griffiths, and Andre Faberi who have been eliminated. 3 of the usual suspects, and some surprises as well.
Yep, indeed. And we will get ready for Q3. Let us know your predictions on who will take pole position.
Yeah, indeed. My prediction is I'm going to go with Armor Car. What do you think?
I'm going for Franco Lopez.
Well, pretty standard picks for pole, I guess.
Yes, the graph remover has predicted Armaka who would take pole. Same for China as well. As well as has gone for car for pole.
Looks like Joe and I have the same opinion.
And of course, no rain. And we are set for Q3, the shootout for pole
Yep,
position.
indeed.
As Roke has gone for Lopez. Now he will start P10. Red. Yeah, if it's, yeah. Of course, I was joking on that, but yeah. Well, if one of the Mercs start out the field, then I think there's more of a chance of the Constructors' Championship not being filled in Korea. But
Mm,
then again,
It is a very
Red Bull
small
could have.
chance.
Then again, Red Bull could have a disaster class. First roll of matches, the first one to go on
I
track.
mean, it's all about a matter of time when Mercedes clinches that title. And they don't have to do it in Korea, and they know it. It doesn't even matter what Red Bull do for us this season. It's pretty much impossible to stop Mercedes from taking that title. If they win in Korea or not makes no difference. Doesn't look like they'll win in Korea, but who knows?
Yeah. Watching the first one to go on track, followed by Franco Gamba. Now Jake Gilroy is out on track as well. Waiting for more drivers to get on track. With those three, Laura Chung next to go on track. With Franco Lopez. Lopez could get compromised by Chung, but we will see.
Indeed, we will see.
Yep.
And we will keep an eye on those sector times, of course, as Rahi will do the first lap this time.
Yep, as Gal's out on track. You have a few more cars left to go on track. All my cars now go on track. By Roberto Gamba, now Joseph Willows on track, and Evan Byrne is out on track. So all 10 cars are out on track. As Roland Much is going through the final sector and about to start his flying lap of in Q3.
Only racing point left in this session. Let's see how I can qualify day.
Yep, as he starts his lap now, going towards turn 1. Nice and easy. Now on turn 2, very much flat. And now we have long straight before going into turn 3. You have a braking zone there, of course. And now going into turn 3 now. And then we have another straight before going into turns 4, 5, and 6. Now through on turn 4. There was munching. Now on turn 5, no mistakes whatsoever. Now turn 6. Nice and smooth for him. Good stuff from him. From Mochin.
So far.
Yep, clean so far. A 47.4 in the first sector. We'll see everyone else's.
The others.
Yeah,
is coming up shortly.
Yep. I'll keep you posted. 47.7.
Slower.
Yeah, and
but Jake Galloway is actually going quicker than Mocha, 47.3.
Yeah. 110.0 for Much in the middle sector. Yeah.
Django with 47.6. Same for Lopez actually.
Lopez.
So Jake Galloway could be going fastest as things stand.
We will see.
Galloway 110 faster than Mocha in the second sector. But he appears to be quite close behind Franco Gamba. Mocha pushes his lap 42.8. Franco Gamba is next to cross the line. Let's see if he can take personal pole. He cannot. 6 times down almost. Galloway goes on personal pole. Laura Chunk is next to cross the line. Galloway held on by 900s. Looks like Lopez is a little bit down, but here comes Laura Chunk finishing her lap.
Goes
third place for her. Lopez, meanwhile, he only goes third. He can't even get on the front row today, I'm afraid, for now.
He's up on Galloway.
He take pole by a tenth. Let's see if he can just hold it for the last sector. Can Miklos Gal take personal pole here in Korea? And the answer is he can't do that.
Now, Car is also. Yeah, My car up on Meek, let's go on the first two sectors. Let's see what we can do in the
Did a
final
tremendous
sector.
lap.
Yeah,
4 tenths
1:32.1.
almost.
Yep,
That is massive. Gamba goes
Roberto got.
6th faster. Roberto Gamba, that is. Willows has gone 5th. And that is that. Byrne has gone 7th.
Yep, indeed.
So what a front three we have right now.
Yeah, power car top of the on provisional pole at the moment with Meek, let's go, and then Jake Gilloway. Lopez, they had the best of times, but he can still improve. But we'll see. Franco Gaba, not the best of laps for him. Only in 10th behind the two Ferraris. As well. So, yeah, not having the best of sessions is Franco Gamba. So,
No, definitely not. But the session is still not over. 9 minutes to go. 1.5.
yeah, indeed. Now we wait for the second runs to begin. Evan Byrne, who's going to come into the pits, and he will be the last car to get in the pits. We'll see who will be the
Yep,
first one
does look
out
like
once
everywhere will
again.
be getting 3 laps.
We'll see. We will see. Meanwhile, looking at Muchin in the pits as Franco Gamba is now the first one to go on track for his second run of the session. Can he improve from a 10th place at the moment? He's way off his teammate, but can he get closer? We will see. He's the first one out on track. Lord Chug follows him through. As we have more cars coming out on track on the mini map. You can see Galloway, Willows on track. Well, but
Much has
Mochin
just
as
gone out.
well. Yeah.
Yes.
To have more cars to get on track. Yeah, Gamba going through the middle sector as we have Lopez and Roberto Gamba on track. 3 more to go. As Gal's on track. As Gamba around the final corner, he's going to start his second lap. Is he going to get held up? It's going to be a question. I think he may
And the
not
answer is
be.
no.
Yeah, just about. He may
That's a
get some
Mercedes in
slipstream.
front of him. He can use a little bit of tow. But he has to hope he doesn't get impeded much in the corners. He
Yeah,
needs to hope for Car to have an incredibly quick outlap while he's at it.
yeah, he just got ahead of Evan Byrne, but he's just behind Omar Car. So we'll see what he can do. Going for turn 4. Franco Gabba.
His first sector time should be particularly quick. Let's keep an eye on it.
5 and now turn
Considering he got
6.
that slipstream.
And he is up by half a
5 second
second
up.
in the on his personal best. He's only a 10th down in the first sector.
Now he's getting closer to our market. This is gonna harm his lap time.
I think he does have a better setup than he had on the first lap, but yeah. We'll see what he does in the middle sector.
The second sector split now. Is he still gonna be up, and by how much? 6 tenths up. Yeah, he's still up. He could find himself on the front row if he just keeps it tight into sector 3 with this traffic. Now it's starting to get bad, but he doesn't have a lot of lap left. Only this flyout section, and let's see if Franco Gamba, where can he end up? He's currently P10 on the grid, but surely not gonna end up there. Let's see Gamba cross the line.
Goes up
Second.
to second. Yeah.
7 tenths totally found, I think, or even more.
Yep, no, Lord Chung, she's now down in 10th. She isn't going to improve, unfortunately. Yep, she stays there. Galloway doesn't look like he's going to improve. Yes, 7 tenths.
Gonna have to keep an eye on Willows behind.
I think him and Willows will compromise, but I don't know about that.
I'm not sure. 7 tenths isn't. It could be just from a bad lap in general.
Yeah, could be, but we'll see. Depends if Willows is improving. Meanwhile, Galloway isn't going to improve. Willows, yeah, and Mochin as well.
But Lopez is half second down. This is not good. Half second down on his personal best over second down on Ka.
He was up on the first sector. Maybe he's made a mistake.
That has to be it, surely. Yeah, look, he understeered a little bit.
Yeah, and he locked up as well. And the lockup pretty much cost him more time.
Well, it looks like Franco Lopez could be starting P7 on the grid for tomorrow.
At best, at the moment. No, yeah, not looking good.
He's not gonna have enough time for another lap. So this could be the end of the road. Let's see where Lopez is going to end up. He doesn't improve. He found time in last sector, but not enough.
But Gamba doesn't improve.
He still lost the last sector.
Miklos Gal, he's in third at the moment.
Stays there.
Stays there. And
Guy's still holding off Gamba, but it doesn't really matter. He's on positional pole and doesn't seem like anybody can take it away from him, unless Franco Gamba can get another lap in before the end of this session.
Yeah, we'll see what can happen for Franco Gamba. Evan Byrne lost him to cross the line, and he doesn't improve. Yeah.
Lopez will be starting P7, that's for sure, because apart from Gamba, I don't see any of these guys getting enough time for a third lap.
Lopez pretty much under pressure. Well, I will not say the joke because it's already happened to a former Mercedes driver who got dropped, but at least he's not playing it regularly. But yeah.
Whatever the case, it's not a good qualifying session for the reigning champion. He's gonna have to hope for damage limitation tomorrow, or if he can challenge for the win. It'll remain to be seen.
Yeah.
Just about 1 minute left until the cutoff point.
Yep, indeed. We have 2 minutes remaining.
In about 2 minutes, this will allow us to put a few laps in. Also because anyway the primes, we don't expect the best time to come.
We'll get a lap. We have Ferrari, Laura Chung. She will get a lap in. Don't know about anyone else. I think she will be the only one.
Looks like it, yeah. 133 left, that's pretty much over for anybody. Just like in Q2, the last one crossed the line.
But can she actually make it, knowing how tight the time is? But
I think she will make it.
Yeah, but obviously qualifying over for the top 9
when you cross the line.
Yeah.
To actually turn 1. And she had 133 left when she was in turn 1, so she'll definitely make it. I wouldn't say the same for Franco Gamba. Him and everybody else. their
And of course,
downfall.
Franco Gamba's definitely won the qualifying battle for Red Bull.
Yeah,
He's outqualified Miklos Gal once again.
200 still
Qualifying's
was
pretty much
close.
a really good. Qualifying's a good strength for Franco Gamba, but in the race he just doesn't perform.
I'm afraid not, but tomorrow is a new day.
He could perform, or he could have a disaster class.
Well, the hard tire strategy will be important. And as Will Buxton said, if you're on pole, you've got 21 other cars starting behind you. I had to adjust it for the OC, of course, the number.
Yes.
But in any case, 20 seconds left on the clock until Lord Chunk crossed the line. She has crossed the line that time, I should said. But with just about 10 on the clock, she is going to make it, I think. Let's see. She'll be the only one to get a lap if she can get it. 5, 4, 3. Yeah, she's gonna make it. 2, 1. Checker flag is now out. That is the end of the session. Chunk has got a lap. Let's see if she by some sort of miracle can take pole of Armarca, or if at the very least she can be her teammate Roberto Gamba. She's 4,000 of a second behind Gamba, and let's see if she can change that.
Yeah. It's funny enough though. That's
Went through
that
the
the Red
wall
Bull
there.
qualifying battle is the only qualifying battle that has been decided.
The Red Bull,
And
yeah.
surprisingly, the McLaren one was, and it's surprisingly that the McLaren one could have been decided earlier, but Kira decided to have the Kurosama the unlucky qualifying stat.
I guess so. In any case, let's see Chunk's first sector split. Here she goes. She is up by 3,000 of second, which would just about be enough to beat Roberto Gamba if she can find her 2,000s in remaining sectors. It's looking close either way.
Middle sector could be the
One thing I
strength
will
for the
say though
Ferrari.
is that Hamarka is short tick pole. Let's see what Chunk can do.
She is down by 25 thousandths.
She can still recover, of course, in the last sector. So the fight between the Ferraris is not over just yet. Who's gonna take P9? Will Roberto Gamba hold on to it, watching from the garage, or can our Chunk take it? She has one corner to go.
And she's gonna come across the line now. She doesn't improve. She misses up by 4 thousandths from that.
My goodness, that's exactly the margin she had to Gamba, but that is the end of this session. It is Armarka on pole. Naturally, we're gonna rewind to watch his pole lap, and we are going to shut up about it, of course.
And that's how America took pole position for the Korean Grand Prix. And of course, Rob's still muted, but he's back
Yes,
now.
that was a tidy lap, and obviously here we have the results for this Q3 session. Is Armarca on pole, Franco Gamba second, and Nicholas Gallen third. Jake Galloway fourth, great qualifying session from him, from the inbound for a drive for next season. As well, Mochin is P5. Joseph Willows P6 with Franco Lopez with a lot of work to do in P7. He could be losing a lot of points to Ka if he doesn't stage a fight back tomorrow. And we know he can stage fight backs. It'll just be interesting to see what he can do tomorrow. Evan Byrne is P8 on the grid. Roberto Gamba P9, just about outpacing Team Laura Chang, who will start in P10.
Yeah, indeed. Pretty interesting session overall, but of course, tomorrow's another day, and hopefully, there can happen. Hopefully, there will be an interesting championship hunt coming on.
Absolutely right. But until then, that's been it from us. You won't hear from us tomorrow, of course, because we leave George to do the highlights commentary. From my understanding, it could be a little bit later. But in any case, it will happen. And that's been it from us today. Hope you enjoyed the race tomorrow. And we'll see you next week, of course, for the return of the Malaysian Grand Prix, and of course for GP2 at Brno. Until then, that's been it from us. We'll see you next week.
Hey, so we'll see you next time. I've been Rob Patel. He's been Rob, and we'll see you next time. Take care and bye.